gotta watch this, bro. They loved it on YouTube last time. We gotta watch it, dude. And honestly, I'm kind of curious. I think it's gonna go to Fall Guys. Like, if I'm gonna guess, I say Fall Guys over Among Us. Like, for Sharskis. For Sharskis. Nah, mixed drink. Oh, well, that doesn't count. I'm sure it was good. They probably put some shit in it. You know what goes great with everything? Calypso. You could put some moonshine and some Calypso together. It's gonna be like candy, bro. All right, but Among Us versus Fall Guys. Chat, what do y'all think? Fall Guys or Among Us? I think Fall Guys. I think Among Us, they're like regular niggas. Fall Guys, bro, they be doing shit. Yeah, no, yeah. Moonshine, ew, I never had it, but it seems nasty as. Hey, look. Fall Guys, okay, we in agreement. Look, okay, the moonshine. Those were troubling times. But no, you know what? It was kind of dope because that was like my first like kind of introduction to like streaming in a way. Me and my buddy were doing a YouTube series, and I would come over there with my moonshine and just pour it up with some Calypso, and we just sit there and fucking play like PlayStation 2 old games and shit. That was vibes. Oh man. You know what I can do? I can put sections into the YouTube video. I'm gonna try it with this video because we've been yapping for the beginning of it, and I don't want to restart the recording. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna try that. I gotta start, getting into the intricacies and shit. You should try moonshine though. Get a Calypso lemonade. I'm telling you, it's good. But you would hate Everclear too, though. If you had it like straight up, you would hate Everclear too. No cap. Alrighty then. Let's get into it. I want to see the more that they're gonna come up with.
The year was 2020. The long wait as we all experienced the most viral sensation in recent years. It was Among Us.
Nah, Fall Guys was the biggest news that year. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Okay.
In the lonely dark of space, aboard a malfunctioning vessel, a peculiar crew of bean-shaped astronauts must work together to save their souls from a quiet demise.
Tons of stuff could go wrong at any moment, and it's up to these colorful clowns to fix it. Impressive, since their spacesuits don't seem to have any arms.
Oh, that's not actually a suit. That's just how they are.
Wait, what? Ew, why?
More on that later. The tasks they undertake to save their ship require...
That's actually interesting. So they gonna actually uncover... Salutations, fine shit. Yo, I was surprised. I was in AB stream lurking, and I saw you saying that the YB album wasn't that good, and I was surprised. I'm not gonna lie to you, gang. So it is an alien being, 3'6", 92 pounds, 18 marketable colors. They reproduce asexually. Likes Vince lies sussy bacas. Dislikes Vince lies sussy bacas. Okay, fair. Reportedly good friends with Fall Guys. Okay, so Fall Guys and Among Us, they tight.
Varying degrees of difficulty and skill. It may
Hey,
not take
who you
much.
think gonna win? Fall Guys or Among Us? What you thinking? Salutations, fine shit. Are you looking for a YN like me? You said that before. I think you got brain damage. Among Us. Why do you think that? I could have sworn. Because I don't think I streamed. Did I stream in succession to that? I don't know. My streaming schedule has been kind of off. Oh, okay. So I said that yesterday. Bro, yesterday I was tired as shit. I ain't gonna cap. I was mad tired. Like, I think I did like 4 hours, maybe. I was mad tired. Fell asleep instantly. The one I sent the Kevin Gates song. There's no shot. Oh. Yeah, that was like a week ago. That was a Minsky. All right.
Much to reconnect some wires in the cafeteria, but it certainly does to clear asteroids when your ship is moving faster than light.
If that's not a suit, then why do they have a cafeteria when they don't have a mouth?
At any point, these creatures must draw from medical training, electrical skills, and mechanical know-how.
Okay, but it's total chaos, so teamwork is key. They gotta spread out and trust that while they're all swiping cards, they have each other's backs, right?
Well, success is always uncertain, as though fate has placed some external force that stands between this species and their survival.
There's an imposter among them! I mean, among us! But not us, though, right, Wiz? Right?
For the 9th time, I'm not an imposter.
That's just what an imposter would say. They're shape-shifting aliens. They could be anyone, or any mad scientist in a lab coat.
The imposter threatens the pack and pushes them towards extinction by any...
Crewmate. Engineer, noisemaker, scientist, engineer. Okay. Shapeshifter. Shifts into other creatures. Phantom. Vanishes, becoming invisible. Ghost. I don't know what these roles are, bro. I haven't played Among Us in a minute. Can affect the physical world. Guardian angel, defies death, protects others. Okay. Okay. Right. You were gooning, huh? Maybe if you goon more, you'll get on my level and won't get tired when you getting done with gooning. Yo, there's something wrong with you, gang. No, I was not gooning. I don't goon, bro. That lifestyle's not for me.
Means necessary. Anything from damaging lights to wrecking the ship's reactor.
Which can be tricky to fix in
Each
time,
their own,
even though imposters are naturally skilled at crawling through the vents. The crewmates need special engineer training to do the same, so not all of them can McLean it up.
All while the imposters conceal their motivations and infiltrate the herd. The others always know something isn't right, and the imposters use that paranoia to motivate their prey into ejecting each other into space. Just for being kinda sus.
Put 5 dots.
Yeah, Wiz is the
Bro, you
imposter.
got school today or what?
He does seem to know an awful lot about these aliens. And just to put it out there, it isn't me.
That's a good point. Have you ever heard him say sus?
No, what do you mean? Knowing a lot is literally my job.
I can kill. Oh, ear canals!
Ah, jeez,
Bruh.
fix your mic, dummy.
I agree with the
His
metal
name
bowling
is
ball.
Boomstick.
Well, I knew the sussy baka from the start. And again,
Okay,
just to be
bro.
very clear, it isn't me.
Same
Next
here.
segment.
Oh, come on.
Next
Anyone can be
segment.
the imposter, Boomstick. It's completely random.
Random starts with R and so does... Oh, I know who it is. It's always the red one.
Wait, what? But it isn't me. It isn't me.
Oh, right. There's usually 2 imposters.
Dear God.
The imposters aren't just tricksters. They're also hunters. Bloodhounds tracking and assassinating crewmates when they least expect it.
They'll snap.
It's the weekend. You're so weird. I got my last exam tomorrow. Congrats, bro.
Their necks, stab them
Enjoy
with
your
a
winter
knife,
break.
shoot them with a desert eagle,
Don't
or use
fail.
their freaking tongues to impale their faces. Oh,
Don't
God,
fail, bro.
right through the visor.
They may look like they're wearing spacesuits, but that's not a visor. That is their actual face. Examining their cross-section reveals their insides always match the color of their bodies, and that they are comprised of exactly one large bone, which must mean their ability to walk is entirely muscle-based. Their whole anatomy is one unsolvable mystery.
Ew! They've got human toes,
That's their
buff arms
face?
for no reason, and can stretch like Mr. Fantastic? What are these freaky things?
No one knows. They don't even exist within the same realm of mortality as you or I. Even if one of them is killed.
Cut my dick off. What? Are you a sussy baka? Dude. No, you're a sussy baka. Like, legitimately. How many friends you got in school?
Killed or ejected into the lifeless void of
I'm on your
space,
ass now.
they return as a ghost, invisible, incorporeal,
You're not
unable
gonna
to
fail,
communicate
bro.
with the
You're
living,
smart. You're
but
a smart
nonetheless
kid.
still
Alright?
among
You're a
us.
smart kid, bro.
Even
You're not
beyond
gonna fail.
death, they can plot the demise of
Just
other
listen to
crew.
YB.
Or become guardian angels for the
Smart
living
kid,
by
bro.
literally shielding them.
That's gotta be one tough shield, because remember that Desert Eagle they holster? Apparently, that thing also fires a laser that can rip apart whole planets. Good
Okay.
God! To split this planet apart like that would need over 10 nonillion tons of TNT.
A number so incomprehensible you'd have to multiply 1 billion by 1 billion. Twice.
More than enough to annihilate Earth over 160
Damn.
million times. Which seems like overkill for the, space vampires they were fighting.
Okay, so
Right,
they
the
using
crew has
lore
crossed
from
over
just
with a
random
variety
vids.
of other universes. Fortnite, Vampire Survivors, Space Warlord Organ Trading Simulator, the classics.
Including this Henry Stickmin guy. Apparently, he's a kleptomaniac with a surprisingly wide and wacky arsenal all the crew can have.
Desert Eagle-eyed crewmates will find Henry's weapons throughout the ship, like a banana
Oh,
bomb,
man,
a
my
teleporter, a
freaking
ninja
signal,
star,
I'm
and a
not
magic pencil that can
sussy
bring
baka.
drawings to life.
These creepy
don't know,
Teletubbies
I'm
can
cool with
sketch
everyone.
whatever they want into existence, and they're suddenly
Cool with
everywhere
no
I
one.
look now. Where's these little trash can people are freaking me out?
In a
have
strange
to. You
way,
have
all
to.
of this makes sense
You
for
can't
this
be cool with
fascinating
everybody, bro.
species.
That's
In the
impossible.
face of insurmountable odds, something inside tells them to band together no matter what, to use all the tools available and try to survive again and again.
You
On a
doing
ship,
Diddy.
on strange planets, anywhere they
still
may
doing
be,
Diddy,
in
yo?
spite of anything that
I
may be
thought we
going
were
on in
over
the
that.
world. They either fix what's broken or
Still doing
face
Diddy, yo?
certain
Can we
doom.
move on? Let's
But
move
no
on to
matter what,
Jay-Z.
they do it.
Still talking about
Among
Lil Bro.
together. Yeah.
Let's start talking about
Ooh.
Jay-Z. How about that?
Welcome to the bright, colorful
Okay.
world of the
Among Us, bro.
Blunderdome. Natural habitat to these
Gonna see what they
lovable
gonna
little
do.
beings known
I think Fall Guys wins.
as the Fall Guys, who race each other through fun playgrounds with nothing but clear skies above.
These lively obstacle courses showcase
not
their
joking.
inherent skills and abilities. As if
Bro, I
drawn
didn't
by
say you were
natural
joking.
instinct, they hurdle over barriers together and pass through
Well, I'm
various
just
tests of
crazy.
strength,
This is
agility,
using
and
his
mental
name.
fortitude.
And it's pretty impressive considering how elaborate
Pretty
these
fun.
bounce house courses get. How do these weebles wobble through it?
With a shocking level of innate parkour mastery that
Wait, they're 6 feet? Damn, bro, they taller than me, bro. Half of Mike Wazinski. Alien being. No. And don't worry about it. Potentially Void Sent stars in their own manga. Oh, they have a manga? What the fuck? Likes competition, costumes, the crown, dislikes obstacles, pushing, losing. I feel that. Reportedly good friends with Among Us. Okay. Please.
otherwise hasn't been seen since 2006. But honestly, not many of the beans make it, and only one can be crowned
Bro,
the winner
go eat breakfast
before
with your
everything
family or
starts all over again.
Which makes for some very friendly competition, like survival of the
Talking about
fittest,
sucking
but for a
toes.
bunch of candy grimaces. They'll grab, shove, and
Get some
slam into
shame.
each other to
You
make
need
it out on
shame in your
top,
life.
or even roll up into a ball and launch across the course. Self-preservation be damned.
And over time, the beans have evolved to higher levels of, let's call it imagination. The engineer, Digi, invented the creative device so the beans could start making and designing new obstacles and challenges for themselves, as well as additional tools like wrecking balls, wind-up boxes for punching foes, and even translators that make their nonsensical language intelligible.
But even at their best, they're still just flinging themselves over these obstacles like a bunch of drunken lemmings.
Whoa, okay,
This
hold on.
species seems to have a
I think,
biological
bro,
urge to
Fall Guys has
navigate
to
these
have it,
courses for
dude.
one singular purpose. Get that crown.
I mean, if I could be king for a day, I'd push you off a cliff right now.
Very funny. Get away from me.
Things in the Blunder Dome can get wild. We've seen these goobers get smacked by giant
Resurrection, size alteration, power-ups. Okay.
mallets and fall into actual hot lava, but they always
Crossover equipment. Hold up. Grappling hook, Hadouken, Pac-Man, Power Sword, Proton Pack. Don't tell me they finna turn that nigga into Pac-Man.
pop back up at the qualification stage
I ain't
later,
mad at it, though.
completely unharmed somehow.
These remarkable creatures have demonstrated some dumbfounding durability, such as getting struck by meteors. That's a
Hey,
hit
Kel,
anywhere
I
from
believe that
18
you
tons of
suck.
TNT to 15
Tell us the real,
kilotons.
though.
But they still get right back up to Rube Goldberg themselves straight through
think
another
you
obstacle
freak.
course.
On top of that, they were hit with the Big
No
Bang
lie.
and came out the other side completely fine. Whoa, wait, what? Did I just say the Big Bang? Why do we even mention the meteor? Who cares? Their suits are basically indestructible.
Boomstick,
I do, of
I hate
course.
to tell you this.
No,
Those aren't really.
don't say it.
Those aren't actually suits. That's their skin.
Oh, man. People were getting weird back in 2020. Didn't they have better things to do?
With only arms, legs, and eyes, there must be some genetic mechanism inside the beans that causes them to be self-sustaining. Though after some dissection, it's unclear. This is an official image, by the way.
I don't know what's more upsetting, that skeleton or the fact that these jelly beans are 6 friggin' feet tall.
Imagine bumping into this thing
Yeah,
in the
them
dark.
being 6 feet tall is probably the craziest shit. I remember when they dropped this. Like, bro, look at that. It's built like a chicken on the inside. Like, look how the eyeballs are stretching to the face.
This is an
It's freaky as hell. Human shown for scale. This Fall Guy's happy. Look into his eyes. He can't take it back. Like, what the hell? What the fuck?
official image, by the way.
I don't know what's more upsetting, that skeleton or the fact that these jelly beans are 6 friggin' feet tall.
Yeah, 6
Imagine
feet.
bumping into this
Crazy.
thing in a dark alleyway.
I don't mind the taste of nail
No, thank
polish.
you.
So, this means when you start the game, you're just flat out
You're a little
naked,
specific
just
with it, bro.
swinging away, beans in the wind.
Strange such nakedness would be allowed, considering what's actually happening is the Fall Guys are contestants in a non-stop 24/7 game show, the Ultimate Knockout. Yeah, that's what's actually happening here. So what might be misconstrued as some sort of migration cycle is really a brutal, never-ending gauntlet that takes advantage of their tunnel vision.
So, it's like the Truman Show mixed with Wipeout and Naked and Afraid. What happened to them being just colorful cartoon beans?
And they survive to keep playing the game no matter what. The game makers have said that when the beans fall
Bro,
to their
they
death,
gotta
they
win.
feel a moment of displacement, serenity, zen-like detachment from all world.
Won 5 crowns in a row. Trust us, it's harder than it seems. Bro, I don't even think I've won 5 crowns in total.
and physical bonds. Then they pop back onto the
Like
podium
ever.
to celebrate their achievements. That's an official quote.
They've also said they're strong enough to rip someone in half and can stretch their bodies so far they pass beyond the observable universe.
Oh god, the Twitter feats.
Oh
Never
yeah!
won a single
January
round.
18th, 2022, 9:14 a.m. The Fall Guy stretched so far he exited the universe as we know it, and then he kept going.
Speaking of universes, the Fall Guys have seen dozens of
Dude,
guest
their PR team is hilarious on Twitter. They're going crazy.
stars from other stories and have learned from their cultures, like flying around in the TARDIS of Doctor Who fame, wielding He-Man's power sword, launching Ryu's iconic Hadouken, or even just becoming Pac-Man. They just become Pac-Man. They're Pac-Man now.
Wiz, I know we've seen some crazy things on the show, but these
Scooby-Dooby.
6 feet tall jelly bean monsters eat food through their feet. What are we about to rot upon the world? Is this cute and colorful reality an endless void of darkness
never
and
came
despair?
close either.
Revelations of disturbances too
Damn, you need to
catastrophic
make
for
it
the
to the
human
last
mind to
round.
process? A vicious
That's
cycle
tough.
on this blue marble surrounded by
That's
mouthless,
tough.
dead-eyed beings.
Pretty much.
Ah, cool, let's see them fight.
Yeah, I want to fight. Fight for me.
Wiz, you gotta play that mobile game with all
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
Okay, so you made it to the end.
It's
That's
time for a death
I know you did, though,
battle!
Type shit. I like this. So they killing each other? Okay. I'll take it. The animation is crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Like, imposter. Nah, this is crazy. Yeah, and I definitely played Fall Guys more than a month. Amazing. Amazing.
KO! Oh, when's the next episode? This is my new favorite show. Move over, chimp crazy.
Nah, that
We
was
broke this
fire.
down into 3 categories: offense, defense, and the bizarre. Let's start with offense.
That
I
was
mean,
fire.
the bogus among us could blow up planets, not to mention moving
Bro,
fast.
I love that they are like independent now. Like they're not working with that big company. And I'm glad that the community is so It's so fire. The community is so fire. Like, for helping fund these episodes, bro. Like, it looks so good. And it looks like they're releasing, like, on a more consistent schedule.
Let's start with offense.
I mean, the bogus Among Us could blow up planets, not to mention moving faster than light to hit all those planets in one shot. It's kinda out there, but no Fall Guy has ever done anything like that. The crewmates clearly get the edge in offense.
Though that impressive power matters less when we look at defense.
It's crazy how much damage the Fall Guys can walk off. They survived anything their course threw at them, took hits from meteors, and most importantly, survived the Big Bang. You know, the explosion that blew the whole frickin' universe into existence? Easy edge for the bumbling beans.
We can even go a step further. Both of these creatures have demonstrated various forms of invulnerability and death negation.
Yeah,
like how the
Among
Fall
Us
Guys
died
could always
really
pop back
fast.
up for another
Like,
round,
people
or how the
were
crewmates
people
became
wanted to see
ghosts
how
when
they
they
finished
die.
the stream.
However,
Like,
only the Fall Guys had a viable counter. Only the Fall Guys could ensure that their foe stays dead.
Pac-Man, they can become Pac-Man, who, you know, eats ghosts.
Brilliant.
Which leads us to the truly bizarre stuff about both of these beanie freaks.
They could both stretch their bodies to absurd lengths, but only the Fall Guys stretch beyond the observable universe in a matter of minutes. In fact, if we take these posting times literally, that would mean the Fall Guys can stretch at speeds over a quadrillion times faster than light.
I don't know, Wiz. That feels like a bit of a stretch. Wink.
The crewmates did have plenty of answers to the Fall Guys' hijinks, like a magic pencil sword to fight off He-Man's power sword, or how they could potentially hack Digi's creations.
But the overwhelming amount of stuff that the Fall Guys have access to just dwarfs the Among Us crew's arsenal. I mean, Hadoukens, TARDIS.
Small bean. Terrifying biology, yeah. Interesting.
Just the tip of the iceberg. Yeah, the spaceship crew had a few deadlier weapons among them, but the Fallen Guys had too many options that could not be countered.
The crewmates may have been cunning and dangerous, but the one-track-minded Fall Guys just wouldn't go down.
Making sure the losers of this fight were no longer Among Us.
Oh no, we never found the second imposter!
Ah, damn it, I knew that stupid robot was sus.
Sigh. So embarrassing.
The winner is the Fall Guys. And me.
Sick.
Next time on Death Battle.
Subscribe and join as a member to see more Death Battle. Thanks for
Kratos versus Asura? Are you serious? Yo, that's gonna be a banger. Kratos versus Asura? Oh my, that's gonna be a bang. I can't wait. W Death Battle, bro. They're on point. They are on point.